Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Where you sit when you are old shows where you stood when you were younger. And the choices we make today determines how happy we become tomorrow. Olori Mariam is alleged to have fake fainted in front of the Ooni of Ife as she was bounced out of the Ooni of Ife's chambers. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delaram. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the sources still on the royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for being here and thank you for returning back to this channel. I appreciate you a great deal. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. I appreciate you so much. Report reaching us right now is that Olori Mariam Fãke-Fãinted before the Ooni of Ife as she was bounced out of the palace of the Ooni of Ife. So allegedly, I'm going to put this again to you. It's important for you to understand that these are all alleged information, okay? I do not live in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, right? Neither do I. Am I a member of that palace? Please don't be angry with me. More English harder. No be smart. No, English is not the smallest thing. Okay, so report reaching us right now, no, as we were hearing, all as we heard, is that Olori Mariam Fãke-Fãinted before the Ooni of Ife. That she came into the palace of the Ooni of Ife. That there was Dr. Elizabeth in the palace. In the chambers, and Dr. Elizabeth walked out immediately. And the reason why Dr. Elizabeth walked out is because you know that only recently there have been these battles among them that for the 30 days they've not been with the Ooni of Ife. Dr. Elizabeth has been the one with the Ooni of Ife, and Dr. Elizabeth has been enjoying everything all by herself. After 30 days, she's supposed to have given them chance. She did not. She's very self-centered and all of that. And so when that problem came up, though Ooni of Ife stood by Dr. Elizabeth, but this time when she came to see Dr. Elizabeth was not up to, minutes. Olori Mariam entered. And when Olori Mariam entered, Dr. Elizabeth decided to exit the chamber so that there will be no more altercation. But they said as Dr. Elizabeth exited, as he moved out of the chambers, that Ooni of Ife now told Olori Mariam that he is not available, that he's got work to do, that he wanted to attend to something, that Mariam should go later, that he was going to call Olori Mariam. Then when he said that, Olori Mariam said, okay, kneel down and greeted Baba. You know that they kneel down to greet their husband. The man is a king, okay? Kneel down accordingly, due protocol, whatever, and greeted Baba. Then when she greeted Baba, she stood up and she wanted to go. She moved one step, the second step, and she fell down and she fake fainted. Well, when you say fake fainted, you can never really ascertain if it was fake or true. But then again, it's a person who has a body that knows whether it was true. But now, Ooni of Ife had to call Dr. Elizabeth back. Dr. Elizabeth came and Dr. Elizabeth had to check her and check her vital signs and everything. And Dr. Elizabeth said it probably stress, okay? And that was how they came and carried Mariam from that place. So when the news broke out in the palace, they took her back to her own apartment where they called the palace doctor to come and see her and all of that. But when the palace doctor came, they said that she was under a lot of stress and that she needs to rest. And that was the report that was given to the Ooni of Ife. And they say Ooni of Ife called her and told her that, look, you need to rest. You know, that Ooni of Ife said that he is even surprised that Mariam has not broken down a long time ago. That the stress that she puts herself through is just too much on daily basis. Mariam, there's always something about Mariam. Today is this, tomorrow that, and all of that. And all of this stress that she is putting herself through, they say it's all about Kabiysi, all about the Ooni of Ife. You know, you're married to a polygamous man or a polygamist. You want to own him all by yourself. That if she was cooperating like other wives, that she would not be going through all of this. That one of the reasons why she's having this kind of problem is because of Ooni of Ife. But a lot of other people in the palace, due to what they are alleging and thinking, was that faint that she fainted was just the Ooni of Ife, because Ooni of Ife has this thing with when the wives run there to him and maybe they are weary, they have this lukewarm attitude, they are worried and all of that. They say he's a very kind man who tell you come and sit down, relax, sleep, and all of those kind of things. And remember when he first got married to Dr. Elizabeth, where she said she was having incubus, allegedly succubus and all of that, where she would run to Ooni of Ife and the whole time she was sleeping in Ooni of Ife's chambers. Remember when Toby first got, according to her, was pregnant, when she would always run back to the Ooni of Ife. She was afraid of sleeping. This was happening to her, that was happening to her. Ooni would pamper her. Ooni's chambers is very big, like it's a whole duplex on its own. She should stay there and all of that. So they enjoyed this from the Ooni of Ife. And they said there's nothing that they scheme a lot just to get that attention. And so Ooni of Ife is really enjoying that they scheme a lot just to get that attention from the monarch, and there's nothing they won't do to get that attention. So when this thing happened to Mariam right now, Mariam was asked to be taken back to her place, and she was taken back to her place where the doctor came and saw her, and the doctor said she was under a lot of stress. They said Ooni, as usual, the doctor would see Mariam in his chambers and Ooni would make sure that Mariam is okay, Mariam is fine and all that. That is the kind of man that Kabiysi is. But this time they were very, very surprised that Kabiysi did not do all of the things that everybody knows that he will always do, make her stay there, for them to come and see the doctor see and all that. Kabiysi had to send her back to her own, place, her own chambers, as in her own house, and everybody was surprised that this thing must really be serious. This thing must really have gotten out of hand with Kabiysi. Kabiysi must really be in that place where no matter what, he just wants to see this over and done with. And everybody is really, really surprised at the way events are turning out in the palace with Kabiysi. Kabiysi would do anything for, to please these women. When they first came into the palace, at that time when they said he was not in his right frame of mind. But right now they said, no, that his focus is on Queen Naomi. Bringing Queen Naomi back. Every day that he thinks, he talks, he eats, and everything is all about Queen Naomi. Queen Naomi is all that, people hear about with Kabiysi. He could really, really care less what others are doing, what they are not doing, what is going on with them. They say, and it was because of everything that happened that is making them feel that it was a fake feint just to get Ooni's attention. Because Ooni of Ife's attention mean a lot to each and every one of them. So they say it was a fake feint. Whether it was fake or really, well, it is what it is. I'm going to bring you guys more update. I appreciate you. Thank you.